LDi Freight was created in 2003 to be our agent's transportation management system. In the last 12 years, it has gone through several changes and upgrades from the input of our agents in order to streamline it and make it more user-friendly. LDi Freight is fully integrated with RateMate, PC Miler, and MacroPoint in an attempt to make LDi Freight a one-stop shop operationally for our agents. The open postings function will allow an agent to post a load with minimal information within LDi Freight. Since LDi Freight is linked with DAT, Internet Truck Stop, and Post Everywhere, an agent will only have to build the posting once. LDi Freight will then broadcast that posting to the exterior load boards while auto-refreshing the posting every 60 minutes. Within the open postings function, you will have several tools at your disposal in order to price and cover your freight. To access these tools, simply right-click on the posting, and here you'll notice you can choose from DAT matches, LDi load history, carrier smart search, and RateMate. When a posted load number appears in red, it is LDi Freight's way of signaling to you that it has identified DAT matches. Right-click and click DAT matches to get to your DAT matches. From here you can look at them and reach out to any of these carriers and mark them worked as you call them. When accessing LDi load history from an open posting, you'll notice that the system carried over your search criteria based off your posting. LDi load history is a history of the amount of times that a specific lane has been run within LDi's network of carriers within a specific time frame. As you see here, we're looking for 12 months from Medley, Florida to Houston, Texas. It gives you the carrier's name and information, the date that they ran that lane, as well as the rate that it was ran for. Again, another good pricing tool built within LDi Freight. Carrier Smart Search is a multiple search function to assist you with covering a load. Notice again, by accessing it via an open posting, it carried over our information for us. Carrier Smart Search is now going to identify matches from DAT, ITS, DAT 360, LDi load history, LDi loads delivering near the origin, trucks posted within LDi's carrier portal, as well as backhaul candidates on that specific lane. RateMate is Internet Truck Stop's pricing tool that is integrated within LDi Freight. Notice again the system copied over our info from our existing open posting. RateMate gives the agent average cost within a specific lane, as you can see here. You can also access any of the tools we just covered by clicking the Tools button and opening the drop-down menu, as you'll see here. LDi routing for your mileage, LDi load history, carrier smart search, LDi rate quoter, LTL, as well as RateMate. LDi Freight utilizes a color-coded system to help you organize your priorities in terms of tracking and tracing your loads. You'll notice here in our covered loads, we have several loads in red. What that is indicating to us is based off of the empty time that the carrier told us, these loads shaded in red are within 1 hour or past the time that that carrier told us they were going to be empty, therefore require our immediate attention to make sure everything's still on schedule. If it was shaded in yellow, that would signal that it's within 1 to 2 hours of the time that that carrier told you it would be empty, and the ones shaded in white simply mean that it's more than 2 hours out from the time that the carrier told you they would be empty. When looking at our in-transit loads, red is going to signal that that load should have already delivered by now. The yellow shaded load is just going to signal that that load should be delivering today, and if any of your loads are in white, it simply means that they're more than a day out from delivering. Click on the binoculars icon to access many of LDi Freight's search functions. Here, As you can see, you'll have several tabs that you can search through. Most importantly, carriers, protected accounts, and network loads. The carrier tab will allow you to search for carriers based on a specific search criteria. As you see in this case, any carrier that is headquartered in the Chicago, Illinois area that has told us at one point in time they have coverage in Texas, and they also run with reefer units and van units. The Network Loads tab represents LDi's internal load board. These are postings and loads that other LDi agents have made available for the network to view in the event they are talking to a carrier and they don't have a load that matches that carrier's needs. As you can see here, we're looking at origin state Texas, destination Texas, and what we'll see now is all of the loads that fit that search criteria. At this point, we can communicate with the carrier that specific load, and if they do want to run that, or if they are interested in it, they can simply reach out to that specific agent and go from there. LDi agents have the luxury of knowing whether or not a customer is in protected status within seconds. Simply by entering the first 3 letters of the customer's name, an agent will know whether or not they have the green light to pursue that lead. It's very simple. If the company shows up in the search, the company is in protected status. If they do not appear in your search, you are free to contact them. Having issues coming up with leads? No problem. LDi Freight has incorporated a database of nearly tens of thousands of customers for you to call on by simply putting in your search criteria and hitting search. We here at LDi realize that time equals money, and we hope that LDi Freight will help assist with your growth.